Okay, so the next thing to do in creating a budget, this is one of the easier things, is just to calculate out your cost of materials um, for spraying. So this includes all of your herbicides, fungicides, adjuvants, insecticides, um, and even your foliar nutrients. So here I've got a spray plan here. This is an actual program that was used on this vineyard. And then what I did is I just included so the rate and the units here, I've split them into two columns so that I can just easily just use the number here, which is nice to do. And then off to the side of this was the spray program here. And then I created these new columns here to show the size of the containers that these products come in, and then the cost per container. And then I just quickly made a formula to calculate this stuff out, right? So here you can see it's cost of the container divided by the size of the container, right? To get it to, in this case, dollars per gallon times the number of gallons per acre that we're going to spray. And so in this case here for this is glyphosate, Buccaneer is the trade name. It's going to cost us $4.23 per acre to spray glyphosate on this vineyard. So one thing to pay attention to are the units, of course. Sometimes the rates that you're going to see are going to be in ounces, but the unit, like the size of the container, is actually going to be in gallons or something. So I could find one on here. So here, for instance, this is Movento, which is used for, in this case, it's being used for mealybug control. So you can see it's 1 gallon, a 1 gallon vessel, and it's $795 for that container. But it's the rate is in ounces per acre. So in that case, what I did is I just did a conversion, right? So I did equals cost of the container divided by, and then I made this little code here. So it's convert, and then you open a parentheses, and then the first thing you're going to put in there is the cell for what you want to convert. So in this case, I'm going to convert gallons to ounces. So convert, comma, gallon, comma, ounces, close parentheses, and then multiply that times ounces per acre. So that'll be ounces by ounces, right? To get us to the correct cost here. So just go through and rectify any of those issues. Like here's one here. This is in pounds, but then so whatever this insecticide is, a sale comes in 4-pound bags, and then presumably bags, maybe containers, and then the rate though is in ounces, weight ounces, ounce mass. So in that case, right, it's OZM is the conversion. So it's convert pounds. So LBM, that's pound mass. And then OZM is ounce mass. To get this now into ounces so that we can get the correct figure. Okay, so then what I do at the end of this is I'll break it out into fungicides, adjuvants, nutrients, and insecticides. So there's all my fungicides and adjuvants. These are all my insecticides. There. And my nutrients are all there. And then my herbicides. Right? And then I'll take a total for just the fungicides, adjuvants, insecticides, and herbicides. And then that'll go into my pest and disease budget as the materials used for spraying for pests and disease. All right, and then the nutrients are going to go into their own budget or their own category. All right, so if you go over to my budget here, we can see there's a line item for within this pest and disease main category. That's fungicides, insecticides, herbicides, adjuvants. And this is the materials cost here. This is materials per acre. And then you can see I've linked to the other page here. So you can see in this case I've actually just done the whole formula. Okay. So that's all you have to do to figure out the cost of your spray program. Okay, and I should mention as well, these first couple of sprays in the season, you're only going to be doing the bottom 2 nozzles on a sprayer and every other row. So you're actually going to end up spraying quite a bit less than material than you might have in your spray program. It's not a big deal. The thing is, you don't really need to account for that. It's not, like I said, it's not a big deal. Those sprays are fairly cheap usually, those beginning sprays. So just act like in your budget, act like you're spraying at full bore, that you're doing the full rate. It's not gonna change the number that much, and it's gonna give you a little bit of padding in your materials budget, which is useful. Yeah, so don't belabor that issue. Okay.